Hi, and welcome to Q&A Wednesday with Nancy Estela. For many years, I have worked with families and students navigating the college admissions process. And each year, I realized that the process really begins earlier than we think. So this week's question comes from a mother, Carolina, from Mexico City. She has a 7-year-old daughter. And this is the question. Nancy, I saw the interview you did with a Harvard student. Your student talks about several things she did that she says helped her get accepted into all those colleges. What are Ivy League colleges really looking for? How do I know if my daughter is that student? Thank you, and I wish you success. We are really in need of more information on this topic. Thank you for the question, Carolina. So here's my take. As many of you know, I recently became a mom, and with that came an aha moment. The college application process and choosing a career path is not something that just happens the last 2 years of high school, as many people think. Choosing a career and what you will devote your life to is a process that begins the day you were born. Your upbringing affects that decision. Your parents, your friends, your peers, where you go to school. You get the point. Everything. This past week, I finished reading Emotional Intelligence by Daniel Goleman, an amazing book. I noticed a pattern. All of my students who have ended up in highly selective colleges and do well there do have some traits in common. So here they are. Number 1, students who apply and are accepted into the very highly competitive colleges are autodidact. What does that mean? They're constantly acquiring knowledge and teaching themselves because they want to and because they like to. They love to read. They do lots of research on their own. They're basically their best teachers. I have a great example, actually. I have a student I worked with a few years ago. I think it's 5 or 6 years now. And to a person who didn't know her, people would think, oh, she does one extracurricular activity. She's in choir. And, she sang on the weekends, and this is all she did. But when we dug deeper, I found out that she taught herself Japanese, and she loved reading in general. So by the time she applied to college, she was trilingual. Isn't that amazing? She just graduated from Yale, and last time I spoke with her, she was deciding where to do her PhD. She was deciding, I believe she had a few Ivies, MIT and Duke among her options. So go figure. So this leads to number 2. Students admitted into highly selective colleges have different opinions on different issues. And sometimes they have pretty strong opinions. Because they have these, quirky points of views, this makes them very unique. And most of them have unique hobbies and interests. These students do their research, and they know about world issues and news and what's going around them. This is the type of student that frequently question and challenge school rules and are the type of son or daughter that question everything. And that leads to number 3. These students question everything. And their parents allow them, and they respect these opinions. I once had a student who refused to retake his SAT, and he told them right there in my office, nope, I'm not going to take it again. I did my best. He is now a very happy student at UPenn. And his parents believed in him, and they valued that opinion that he brought to the table. And they didn't make him do it. So his parents valued his input and the perspective he brought on the issue. And I thought it was wonderful. So Carolina, I hope this helps put everything into perspective. Our job as parents is to create an environment that allows these 3 traits to flourish and develop. So I hope you liked today's content, and I hope it was very valuable to you. Click like, share this message. Let's continue sharing content that allows us to make informed decisions on how to raise our children. Subscribe to my channel to continue seeing my videos about college admissions, parenting, education, selecting a career, and all that fun stuff. And I'll see you next Wednesday. Bye!